Hey, is it hard?
Welcome to Breaking the Silence with Arthur, Nick, and Nicole, a podcast that dives deep into stories, struggles, and triumphs of extraordinary individuals. Join me as I explore powerful narratives, uncover hidden truths, and celebrate the voices that refuse to be silenced. Whether it's personal journeys, social issues, or inspiring achievements, the episodes are designed to enlighten, engage, and empower. Get ready for some candid conversations, thought-provoking insights, and a community that believes in the power of speaking out. Let's break the silence together.
Hey y'all, I know y'all wasn't expecting to see this face, but baby, today is a special day. In the words of Tony, today is the anniversary. It is the anniversary celebration of the best, the international Breaking the Silence podcast. And I'm your host, your favorite Jersey girl, Shera Renee. So we are definitely going to honor and give our flowers to the best host, author Nikki Nicole. So we're going to switch things up. As you can see, I'm going to be interviewing her and asking her a couple of questions about seasons and different things thus far. And you know, when me and Arthur, Nikki Nicole get together, we are going to laugh and kiki. So I hope you enjoy this episode, and I'm going to do her all episode. So after the countdown, I will be bringing to the stage the one, the only, my sissy, Arthur, Nikki Nicole.
And I'm still standing.
Child, I should have wore some red carpet worthy, because you know this is the international podcast, honey. How you doing, Arthur, Nikki Nicole?
What's up? It always feels good and different to be on the other side. I get the jitters when I'm on the other side. It's on my platform. I'm still nervous.
I don't like it. See, when I'm on the other side, I'm the opposite, because when I'm on the other side, I get to relax. I'm like, oh, this they show. So if it go to crap, that's on them. But when I'm the host, I'm more nervous, because I'm like, all right, everything got to be right. You got to cross your I's and dot your T's. Child, let me tell y'all. So we backstage, right, in the studio. So we laughing, kikiing, we doing all the things, right? So Arthur, Nikki Nicole decides, she's like, yeah, so you're going to run a production. I said, wait, what? She said, so you got to do this and do this. I said, you give me a headache before I even start. The stuff, I'm telling y'all, the stuff that goes on behind the scenes, she makes this look so effortlessly. But when she told me what she do, I'm like, yeah, no, I got a whole new respect for you.
She really did that too, y'all.
For real, like the production is top. I've been saying that for I can't say years, but I've been saying that ever since I came on the show. The production is top tier, and now I definitely know the production is top tier, honey. Let me tell y'all, if y'all ever be a guest on this platform, y'all better honor that. because the work that goes behind the scenes, the stuff that she does, how she does her shows, she curates the conversations. Y'all should find it to be an honor and a privilege because, baby, Blemish Beauty Pie gonna give you the same background, honey. You're gonna get the same countdown with a different face. I'm not doing all that. I'm not gonna change your favorite color, your favorite song. I'm not doing none of that. Like, I love y'all, but I'm
You
not
wrong
doing
for
that.
that. You wrong for that.
I'm not doing that. I'm not Tyler Perry. I'm not focused on that. I'm more like Iyanla. I want to fix your life. I want to have the conversation. I'm focused on the conversation. But this Tyler Perry right here, this production, and man,
I just be wanting to make them feel good. That's it. That's it. I just want to
that's
shine
that
that light.
graphic designer in you, boo. Cause get somebody else to do it, not me. It won't be me. So okay. I could be on my soapbox in my author Nikki Nicole voice, but let's get into my questions. So looking back in this season, we are in season 3. Well, we're wrapping that up. What were some highlights and memorable moments for you?
Who, as far as what episodes or as far as production? That's a broad question.
I mean, I could tell you something for me watching your show.
Like
Um,
what?
I mean, well, duh, your favorite Jersey girl being on the show. That was a highlight for you. Having Coach Derek, that's one of my favorite coaches.
Yeah.
That conversation was amazing. You've had some really, really dope conversations, but the ones that stuck out for me was definitely him. Um, the Twin Kings.
Twins Kings.
That
Yeah.
was that was an amazing conversation because baby, they broke that word king down like nobody's business. They broke down
Mhm.
hip hop versus rap.
Yes.
Okay. Like they came in guns blazing. Like they was ready to have a conversation.
Right.
Um Another memorable moment was talking to you and having the person. Was that in season 3? Because you be doing so many
You know, I was
episodes.
doing 2 seasons at one
That's
time
what I'm
now.
saying. Was that in the episode where we had the conversation and somebody said that you because of you they did not take their life? Was that in season
That
3?
was in season 2. I
Okay, well
I
that
think it
deserves
was
to
in
be celebrated too, child.
that was season 2, and that was your episode.
Yes, yes.
Yep.
Another one of yours that was a highlight or a memorable moment for me, for you, was you tapping into your graphic designing journey.
Man.
That was a highlight. Okay, those are mine. So now you got to give me different ones because you can't
Well,
copy.
I think Twisted Tuesdays has been amazing.
I was gonna say that, but
Um,
I was gonna let you say that.
those conversations that I've had on Twisted Tuesdays has been like, whoa, even though they be like 20 minutes, I'd be like, I tell everybody, hey, this is gonna be a 20-minute conversation now. We're not gonna go over 20 minutes. But they be so good, like, and it be so deep and informative. So I really love Twisted Tuesdays because I think it
Mhm,
another side of me, because now we can talk about real life topics and we can really share opinions to agree to each other. It was basically the debate team brung back in
mhm,
a different way with a twist. So
mhm.
instead of me having conversations and debates with just my debate team, now I'm talking to anybody, everybody selectively or whatever, and having a conversation. So I'm
Right.
excited. I mean, I'm excited about the final twist coming up. Like, that panel is gonna be awesome, and I'm excited about the final panel for the battle of the zodiac signs with my daughter and my son and my niece. We had it the first time, and it was just amazing how people was tapping in. People be really into that zodiac sign
Mhm,
stuff. So I'm excited about those two things. I mean, I don't know, like, I do a lot of different things. So Monday motivational has been big for me too.
mhm.
I
Sundays.
love that. I love tapping into people and like starting their Mondays off. And even though people might not watch it like Rat Den, they come back and spin around and they get that dose of motivation. So sometimes, I think people need that uplift. So those two things, besides my guess, you're not gonna make me pick between my episodes and stuff. Cause
Nah, because it's like
I
a
love
mother
all
picking
them
their
people.
favorite child. It's like a mother pick. I
Mhm.
mean, another one of your guests that I loved was, I'm not even gonna mess up her name, but the young girl that played the guitar. I'm gonna let you say her
Abijah.
name. Yeah,
Abijah Perry. You can tell I
her
remember everybody.
voice. Oh man, such a beautiful voice. Like she has a old school soulful
Yep.
voice. It's like, oh, I loved her. I
And she
loved
was
her
ready
whole
too with that
aura.
guitar.
Yes, I loved her whole aura. Like that was a really good show. I
Oh
definitely
yeah. The red carpet. The red carpet
of
was
course. First red
yeah.
carpet, okay.
Yeah, the red carpet was awesome. I got to meet Lady J in person. She was
Shout
a
out
guest
to
in my
Lady
season 1.
J. Uh-huh.
Yeah, so meeting guests in person is always like amazing. Like I did meet another one of my guests in person when I went to the event in South Carolina. He invited me
Mm-hmm.
down there to a event to like interview some artists and stuff like that. So that was exciting too. So yeah, like and then I also have another event coming up where I'm possibly gonna meet another one of my guests. So yeah, those be the moments. I can't pick between episodes, but I can pick between like certain things that I do, in that moment, like the motivational Monday, the twisted Tuesday situation, and meeting guests. So I think those are my highlights. I would think.
Yeah. I love the Sunday morning one too, because
Yeah.
me and Jesus, we like besties. So, I love that. Um, oh, and of course, I gotta say, oh, I don't know what season she was in, child, but Big Tiff, that's my girl. I love her episode. She's always a vibe. But you definitely do have a nice gumbo, shout out to Coach Derek, of artists and entrepreneurs and authors and just a mixture, life coaches, advocates. Like you have so many different episodes. It's like you don't know which way you're gonna go this day. I
Mhm.
can't say this week. I gotta say this day. Even well, no, this episode, because you'll have different ones in a day.
Right, right. I mean, I had a coach one day, and the next episode, I think I had an artist, and then
Hmm.
so I be back and forth with different people. But that's
Hmm.
just the point. I want to put everybody in the spotlight, and it's
Right.
people all around the world doing great things. So hey, I be meeting great people, and I'm so appreciative of the connections I made. Miss Toy, shout out to Miss Toy and the lovely radio show.
Yeah.
Sage the Goddess. I've
Yeah.
met a whole
That
team
was
of
a good
people.
episode too.
Yeah, that's just like amazing. They're amazing. They're humble, and they support. So
Yeah.
I've met a lot of good people along the way. I ain't gonna lie.
So what is some things, because if you're not in the podcasting world, you don't understand, or even, yeah, well, I can say that. When you're not in the podcasting world, you don't understand all that it takes to prep an episode, to prepare to shine the spotlight on someone. So just walk us through some behind the scenes of what you go through so people can understand how important it is to show up. When you make this commitment, it's not just saying, okay, I'm going to book this day and then you don't show up. Like for the person that's interviewing you, well, you particularly, not, I don't know nobody else that do it like you do it, but behind the scenes, like give people some things that you do to prep for their episode so they understand the severity behind the passion in what you do.
I mean, the episode is dedicated to that person. Like, and when I say dedicated, I mean dedicated. Everything that I put into that is based on what they like, what they do.
Mhm.
Like in the beginning of the time, I used to do like video promos, and those video promos will take some time because I go and actually research my guests. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna find out what they do, how they do it, watch their videos, watch past interviews that they have. But when I say that sometimes, I'm up for 48 hours, researching people, like no
Yeah.
sleep now,
Yeah.
researching what they do, how they do it. So when we get on this stage, because in the beginning I prep questions, but
Hmm.
now I'm just having conversations with people because that was some advice. Shout out to Common Ground podcast, Kevin Mullins. He said, I got some advice for you after the interview. He said, I think you just need to have a conversation with people. He said, I think it's gonna flow really well for you. It's gonna be nice. I he was spot on because now that I have conversations,
It's a smoother flow.
smooth, like that was really my problem coming up with questions for people. But if you don't give me anything to really ask, it's kind of, to me, it's difficult. It can be difficult because if you're not a talker, then I can't pull nothing from you to
Yeah.
ask you. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it can be difficult at times when you're having those type of situations, but flyers, like from the flyer to the countdown to the show background,
Mm-mm.
that's what I do. And I love doing it. Like I
Yeah.
really love doing it. Like real deal. I can stay up all day, every day, just doing this type of stuff just to make sure that when y'all come across this stage, y'all are gonna be properly, the light is on you. They're
Right.
gonna know who you are by the time that 20 to 30 minute mark, or maybe 45, just depending on the conversation, maybe an hour. They're gonna know who you are. They're gonna follow your journey. They're gonna think you're great, and they're gonna, do what they gotta do. Like, and that's when I
Yeah.
started incorporating the BTS 30 seconds of fame, because I'm like, I mean, I've always done it, but then I had put a name to it. Now I was like, okay, yeah, put this name on it, and you get up here and you tell everybody what you do, where you from, whatever you want them to know. So boom, they go back and watch this episode. They know how to follow this person. So I had a guest though one time that booked with me. I'm not gonna call no names, but she didn't interview with me. I asked her for her favorite color and her favorite song, and she said to me, "I don't understand why you need that information. That's ridiculous." So that just told me that she didn't never look at none of my episodes to understand why I needed those things. I needed
Mm-hmm.
those things because everything that I do for your episode is about you.
Right.
Like, what you mean? So I asked people to come in the studio 10 minutes beforehand. 10 minutes to me is not bad, but I want you to have the best episode. So you come into the studio 10 minutes ahead of time. That means we can check to see if we can hear each other. We can look at the video and we can see if the connection is bad. We can make it the best episode we can if you come
Mm-hmm.
in 10 minutes prior. Not
Yeah.
only that, you got to understand we're meeting each other for the first time.
Right.
So we got to vibe with each other. We got to have a
Yeah.
conversation to get comfortable, because some people come into the studio nervous. So I want you to come into the studio early so we can be like chilling, we can talk, you can, kind of get my personality. And a lot of people coming in nervous. I'm like, you're going to be fine, man. It's about you. You going to get up there and you're going to be fine. Get up there and can't stop talking. So
Right.
it's a reason. It's a reason why I want you to stay in the studio. You come in that studio 10 minutes before, because that way we can get to know each other. This is our first time. I don't do meet and greets. I'm just now starting to do meet and greets. So this is my first time meeting the guests when they come
Yeah.
in to do their interview. So it's important that you come in 10 minutes before so we can at least vibe, have a conversation. I can give you the rundown of how the show is going to go so it can flow easily. And it's no surprises to you that I'm gonna throw this interlude in here, as my sis say, throw this interlude in here, or it's no surprise if I'm gonna throw a countdown up there before you come on the stage. At least I can give you a few minutes of say, all right, you ain't gonna be on the stage for at least 2 minutes because I gotta do
Mm-hmm.
the countdown, I gotta do the intro, then I'm gonna introduce you to the stage, and then at least they know what to expect. Then I can tell them, oh, I ain't gonna keep you no more than 30 to 45 minutes. Now, you're not gonna be up here for an hour. I tell them that. Now I'm starting to tell them that. I'm not gonna keep you up here long, and then at the end, you're gonna be on the stage in front of everybody to tell everybody la da da. So disrespect people time. I mean, it's I love interviewing people. That's like the highlight of my life. But it does take a lot to put a show together. It doesn't now because I've been doing it for so long. I can just pop stuff in and I'm good. I can create stuff like that and I'm good. I've proven myself before. I've created a show in like 30 minutes. That's a very good turnaround for me
Yeah.
because woo, because it used to be days, but now 30 minutes, I'm winning with that. So just do right. That's all I'm saying. It takes
I
a lot.
think the more that they give you, the more you have to work with, the quicker the response time is. Like the
Mhm.
turnaround time, you can do it quicker as opposed to if you ask for a favorite color or a song, they take a while to respond to you. So then that delays the process because then you have to do everything else and then save that last and then go back to that when that was step two. You got to
Mhm.
go all the way from 3 to 10 and then come back to two, so it kind of gets your mind all out of whack, and it's just a big thing.
But you know what, sis? I'm not doing that anymore. If I don't receive that information in a certain time period, it's to the point now. It's time to stand on business with certain things because You just get a dun 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 dun. That's your countdown. You don't get, the creative of your favorite song
Oh,
anymore because you don't
publicist.
have that
Yeah.
option. We at the
Mhm.
last minute now, so it's gonna be bland in your
Mhm.
eyes. It's gonna be bland because now your favorite song is not playing.
And
So
no, it's bland in your eyes because it ain't bland in their eyes. They come behind the stage and they play, oh my God, this is so nice. I'm like, this is level one for
one,
Authentic Nicole. This ain't even 10. Like, y'all haven't even seen the people flying from the
that
ceilings
girl
and
say flying.
stuff just written down across the screen. Like, it just be so much. Like, you never know what you're going to get. I feel like I'll be on Oprah sometimes. Like, you're going to get this and you're going to get that. Like, it's a
You are
production. It's a production. But besides you said you started off with questions and now you flowed into a conversation. Is there anything else where you feel like you've made changes as a host from the beginning of the season to now?
Well, I mean, I go back and look at my stuff quite often, whether people know it or not. I look at my shows because I'm trying to see where I came from and not to forget where I came from. And not only that, I'm looking at what I changed between seasons and how did I, transfer to this to that. So besides the questions, I think that the backgrounds have improved because I went from having a stage background, to having them standing on the stage with me to having now just them. So I like the flow that I have now with the graphics, and I went from a minute long countdown to a 30-second countdown because sometimes I'm like, golly, is we ever gonna make it on the stage?
Nope. Like, nope.
Woo! And I used to run ads. I used to go live like 5 minutes before, and I do these ads, and then I had one of my podcast friends, Successful
Child,
Toy, say,
shout
"Girl,
out to Successful Toy. She said, cut the shenanigans
cut the
because
shenanigans." So I was like, "All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna just stop the ads. I'm gonna stop running these ads, and I'm just get to the point. Boom, a 30-second countdown." And then go on in here and then do the intro about 30 seconds and boom, let's get on in here and get to it. So then shout out to my sis up here. She talking about, won't you do the interludes, with the motivational stuff, and then here goes Successful Toy over here. I'm always having somebody in my ear, and everything they tell me, I'm
uh-huh.
trying now. I'm trying. I tried to see how it flow. But won't you do music in between? You got to keep the people entertained. Da, 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 da. So I tried everything they wanted me to try. So now I feel like everything flows. Now I do at least one or two interludes. I sometimes I don't. It just depends on the conversation too. If you're
Yeah.
flowing with me and I can't, I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna let you talk.
Yeah, you might get one in. If you get one in, then that was a good conversation. If you get
Yes.
three, then that means okay, we did what we were supposed to do. If we gone home. But if you only get one in, that means baby, it's either you gonna get one countdown or it's gonna go over 30 minutes. If it
Exactly.
go over 30 minutes, child, you
We
doing
winning.
good BTS history, honey.
What? We winning. But look, I make y'all hold me to y'all standards when I come on y'all platforms because
Okay.
y'all be tripping. Y'all be trying to get me up out of there in 30. I said, I know you lying. Y'all better keep me up here for at least that hour. That them other people be out here for an
Nah,
hour. I can't stay
we
here.
we be respecting your time because you be like,
Child.
listen, you like dominoes. If it ain't 30 minutes or less, honey, because we ain't got time.
No,
Like
y'all
we
gotta
breaking the
respect me.
silence. We acknowledge breaking the silence. We got we gotta make
Respect me
sure
by
our
keeping me.
countdowns is right. We gotta make sure everything look good, everything lined up right, child.
No,
It's
keep me for my
stressful.
hour. Keep me for my hour. Like I said, y'all bring me on y'all platforms. Y'all keep me for that hour. Don't be treating me different. Treat me like a stepchild.
So what are you looking forward to this upcoming season? Any particular show that you are looking forward to? I know you try to have like certain um celebrities or whatever the case may be. You have a celebrity each month. Is there a special person that you're looking forward to talking to? Is there a special theme that you have for the next season? Like, where is Nikki Nicole's mind for the new season?
Well, season 4 has what 30 episodes ready, loaded and ready to
Child.
premiere. I my plan and goal was to have 120 episodes in season 4.
Y'all hear that?
But not season 4, season 5.
Right.
Because my granddaughter's being, it's gonna be born in December. So I
Yay.
have to take somewhat of a vacation. But season 4 is gonna have probably when it finishes 60 episodes, maybe close to that. Um yeah, season 4 is amazing. Oh man, I can't wait for people to see some of these people. I have a lot of coaches in that season. I got a lot of artists in that season. It's a big blend there. But there's some great conversations in that season. And not only that, let me see, Season 4 starts October 1st. And it's gonna run till the end of December. And then season 5 is gonna start in January and run to, I don't know right now. That be run until April.
Right.
But I had a theme. I started off with a theme. I was like, okay, I'm gonna do like my little sister. I'm gonna get me some themes too. I'm tired of them getting themes and I can't stick to them. So I tried the things, but I tried to make the season 4 about the artist. That it didn't work out. So I tried to make season 5 about the coaches. It didn't work out.
There we go.
So I had to blend it. Like every time I tried to do a theme, it's like, no, they're meant to be together. You're breaking the silence, regardless of who you talk to. You
Mm-hmm.
say that all the time. So I tried it. I tried the things, but it's always gonna be a blend. I'm never gonna be able to do a theme. I'm
Well,
sorry.
that's your signature. You're a blend. You don't have specific, that's your structure. Everybody's structure is different. So you specialize in the mix, and that's awesome. Do you feel like you have achieved your goal and what you set out to do in the beginning of the season? Now that you're at the end of the season, do you feel like you achieved your goal?
Yes and no. This season still would end fairly good with the interviews that I set out. I always set out for 50 each season. It was a lot of hiccups along the way. A lot of people didn't show, a lot of people canceled, a lot of people were shifted to another season. A lot of unexpected things happened in season 3. Season 1 flowed, just and no problems, no issues, people showing up, people coming on time. Like I didn't have no issues in the first season. Season 2, I don't think I had any issues in season 2 either, but season 3, it's like everything was just shifted. Like people either not
Mhm.
showing up or it's something happening in their life. They gotta, reschedule, or it was that type of situation going on. So it's now like it put me in a position where I don't want to advertise like I used to, because when I do and they don't show up, then that's a bad light on both of us. So
Right.
I didn't want to like make people look bad by advertising them and then they don't show up. So I just stopped advertising.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of ups and downs in season 3, even though it was only 2 months. It was the shortest season and it had the most hiccups, which is weird. Now
Yeah.
season 4, it had a little, coming having had a little bit of hiccups, but what it did teach me is to pre-record. I love the lives, I love the interaction, but at least when you're pre-recording, there's not an expectation on you that you have to still go live because you got this person that was supposed to be there.
Mhm.
So I like pre-recording. I'm probably going to stick with pre-recording a little bit because it's just easier to do that, and that way nobody is no issues. Like if I advertise it and they don't show, there's no issues.
Yeah.
So yeah, pre-recording is the bomb. But I do like the live interaction, so I'm probably not coming back live until I don't know, May. I don't know, probably May. It just depends. I mean, I'm full time right now, but I'm getting ready to shift out of full time for a second. Um, I won't announce that news until later on, but
Right.
I'm gonna shift out of full time for a second. When I do go on vacation, so it might be I'm still gonna be full time regardless of whether I'm part time. Whether I'm working or not, I'm still gonna be part time. I mean full time. So I still think, yeah, I still think that I'm still gonna work the same way. So I still consider it full time podcasting. So I'm
Right.
gonna shift a little bit. So pre-recording might be the thing I'm gonna do, honestly.
So this is your favorite part of the
Oh Lord,
episode.
here we go.
This is the last question. So I'm gonna do in true breaking the silence fashion. I'm gonna run your countdown again. And then when we come back, this is not going to be your 30 seconds of fame, but this is going to be your moment to reflect or tell your listeners and viewers um how grateful you are to them and just celebrate them as they have been celebrating and supporting you, you know, just giving them their flowers. And like you always say, after the countdown, the spotlight is on you.
I've been through the storm and I'm still
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into this amazing episode with my sister, Shera. Y'all, funny story. Let me tell y'all about a funny story about that. So, when I first met her, right? I could not pronounce her name for nothing. So, I ended up calling her Riri. But now I'm upgraded. I know her name now, y'all. But anyway, I first like to say thank you to her for always being there. Anything that I ask her to do for me, I ain't gonna even say breaking the silence because they always like anything for breaking the silence. That's what they always say. She always steps up for me and fills those gaps where needed. If I need advice, she's there. If I just need a ear to vent, she's there. So anytime I need her, she always steps up and never says no. So when the day that she does tell me no, I'm probably like, what you mean? So she got me spoiled. I ain't gonna lie, she got me spoiled. But thank you so much, everybody, for being the best part of breaking the silence. You are the reason why I am here. You are the reason why I have surpassed my own goals. Truth be told, podcasters don't make it past some podcasters don't make it past 10 episodes, but if you do, you're winning. So because of you, because of the people watching, because of the people coming on the platform, because of the people telling somebody about breaking the silence, because of the people sharing a post, liking a post, subscribing to the channel, whatever you have done for breaking the silence, you are the reason why I am still standing. You are the reason why I'm still going. Other than God, you are the reason. Nothing in this world can move without people. It can't. The people, great people in the world are the people they are because of people. And for that being said, I will always be humble. I will always be appreciative to the things that people do for me, do for breaking the silence. I will never, ever, ever forget about the people because you are the reason why I'm here. So thank you to all my amazing guests that have come across the platform from season 1 to season 3. Because without your support, I wouldn't have as many episodes as I do have. Y'all, I think I'm looking at about maybe 300. I don't know. It's real close. Like it's real close. I've got a lot of episodes and a lot of amazing people have come across the stage. I've had a lot of different connections. And one big thing about me is if I see where I can connect you with somebody that has come across my platform, I'm constantly putting people together in rooms together and places together because if I see opportunity for you, if you're a poet and there's an event coming up, I'm gonna put you at that event. If there's a artist that needs a record label, I'm gonna connect you with a record label person. If whatever you're trying to do, if you're trying to write a book and I know a publishing company, I'm gonna connect you. So a lot of people been calling me the plug because that's just what I do. I try to connect people, but that's the purpose of breaking the silence. The purpose of breaking the silence is for it started with me, of course, getting out of my shell, using my voice, using the voice that I never really used. But then it became, all right, it's time for you to shift a little bit and know really why you're here. What is your why? I want to help people. And that's because I've been in a situation all my life where I felt like, nobody, somebody actually pointed that out to me one day. You want to help people because you never had that support. And, it's true. It's true. You need support. You need people to guide you to the next level. You need people to help you get to that next level. So I became, you know what? I'm gonna shine the light on these people that are doing great things to let the world know who they are. Because a lot of times a lot of people came across the stage, nobody knew who they were. I didn't. So when they came across the stage, I'm like, wow, you did that. So I just love connecting people, and I love, shining a light on people and letting people know how great these people are. And it just don't stop when you come across the platform. I don't. A lot of people will tell you, when you come on this platform, I don't stop communicating with you. I don't stop sharing your stuff. I share everything that I see come across to bring you more exposure. So we locked in for life. You come on Breaking the Silence, we locked in for life. Okay, I'm gonna get off my soapbox because my sister looking at me like, girl, if you don't get from up there. But y'all, I appreciate y'all. I do. I really love each and every one of y'all. And it warms my heart to know that you support me the way you support me. Continue to support me and continue to know that I love you. And I want you to, I shouldn't have said I love you like that. My brother be saying that like that. I love you. But anyway, I do truly love everybody that has been attached to me on this platform. And I wish you nothing but the best. And I hope you keep rocking with me and breaking the silence with me. Thanks again.
I was not looking at her no kind of way, y'all. So don't even listen to that. And shout out to James H. Love the third, because that's what she was talking about. Because he always talk about something. Love ya. No,
Oh man.
Well, unfortunately, I don't know your closing, so I can't sign off this episode. You have to sign off the episode. I'll hit the outro, but I want you to sign off the episode in true BTS fashion one more time for the season.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you for tuning into another episode of Breaking the Silence with my famous Jersey girl, my favorite Jersey girl, Shera Renee, the host of the Blemish Beauty Podcast. Please make sure y'all follow her journey as she have these amazing guests owning their scars. So make sure you open up for her season 2 because she getting ready to rock it out with some amazing. You know what? She gonna put me up here to close the season out. She thought I forgot about her, and I just remembered. No. She got to tell y'all that information. I was getting ready to tell y'all how to follow her and what's coming up next verse. Let me get off this stage. No, you lying. You tried
I'm
that.
skip past that because this is about you, child. This ain't about me. But okay,
go ahead on.
So, like, look at you're not supposed to be pressing no buttons. I'm supposed to be pressing the buttons. Okay, so yes, like my sister was saying, I am the host of the Blemish Beauty Podcast, and I am your favorite Jersey girl, her favorite Jersey girl, Shera Renee. And as always, I appreciate, you, Sissy, for just allowing me to come on Breaking the Silence because it is international, honey. And I just appreciate you for just allowing me in your space. But you can find me on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Apple, and Spotify. Season 4, has already started. And this season is all about survivor stories. So we are tackling conversations geared towards domestic violence. We are tackling conversations geared towards infancy loss and suicide as well. And the host of Breaking the Silence is not only on 1 but 2 episodes owning her scars on the Blemish Beauty Podcast. So you have to make sure you stay tuned and stay connected to know when those will air. And you can find the audio versions live Thursdays and Tuesdays, midnight Eastern Standard Time. And then the videos will air 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time that night. So as always, you guys, I appreciate you for having me on Breaking the Silence. And y'all know I'm going to be back. Unmute your mic.
I know. I said I do this every time. Yes, y'all. Man, she thought she was gonna get away with that. Y'all saw that? Yeah, she would go run up out of here without telling y'all how to find her, what she got going on. She knows she got to spotlight her own self on Breaking the Silence. But yeah, thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all follow my podcast family. We still rocking. We still winning. The Rev JHG Studios, 3G Studios. I always mess it up and not put that 3 in there. Make sure you follow his journey on, I think he's streaming on YouTube now. Only make sure you follow him and see what he has coming up. This is going to be his first time, I think maybe by himself. So y'all make sure y'all tune into his episodes. Successful Toy. I gotta follow Successful Toy podcast. Toy Blackman as the host of the Successful Podcast. She's streaming only on YouTube as well. Her times are 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Also make sure you follow Mahogany Speaks. She is doing an amazing job too. I'm so proud of her. Make sure you follow Mahogany Speaks and also follow, Lord, I'm trying to think of all my people. The Creative Minion podcast. His podcast is based on domestic violence survivors and victims, and now he's launched his Black Garden series. So make sure you check that out. It's going to be about relationships, and I'm actually a part of one of his series. So make sure you tune into that. And Shera, she's a part of that season as well. Also follow the lovely radio show Miss Toy on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, everywhere, and tune in on a Thursday night. 10 p.m. for us, guys. It's 10 p.m. on our side, 10 p.m. Eastern time to about 1 a.m. in the morning. But I'm telling you, it's a great conversation. It's always some laughter, some pop-up episodes, and her producers play some great music. So make sure you tune in to support her as well. Make sure you stream Sage the Goddess music. She has released something new as well. Support all my people, man. Support all my people, because my people are going to come strong and they're going to support you too. So thank you everyone that has tuned into this amazing close of season 3 episode with my sister Shera Renee. It's been wonderful. It's always laughter. It's always a good time when we get together. No, we don't rehearse this. We just get on the stage and let it fly. So it's always amazing when we connect. I've never connected with nobody like that in my life, but we have a good time. So until next time, y'all know what I always say. Remember, you matter. Your life matters. Your voice matters. And anything in this life that you want to do, you can do. So until next time, continue to break the silence with Arthur Needy Cole. Later. Thank you for joining me in another episode of Breaking the Silence. I hope that you have enjoyed our conversation today and it has inspired you to think deeper, speak louder, and take action. Remember, every voice matters, and together we can create a world where we all win and no one feels unheard. If you enjoyed today's episode, please subscribe, leave a review, and share it with your friends. Stay connected with me on social media for updates and more powerful stories. So until next time, keep breaking the silence and making a difference.
The name of my book is Duck Finds His Forever Home, and you can find it on Amazon.com or BarnesandNobles.com. It also has...
Awesome. So what do you think is the most challenging part about being a music producer?
The most challenging thing about it is
You desperate for greatness, bro.
so many different vibes from different.
So I mean, you've been through a lot in your life, and we were talking about your journey, going down the domestic violence situation. So what advice would you give other women who are experiencing abusive and toxic relationships? Don't ignore this.
Do you think that cancer was a setback for you?
Not really. Not really, because I went through them treatments. I didn't let it
So how did you feel to become Coach of the Year 4 times?
I mean, I appreciate the honor, but it's like I told you the other day. There's one thing as far as basketball and accolades, that I'm chasing, and that's that championship.
My worst enemy wrote a book about me. What would the title be? Oh, this bitch thinks she bougie.
Tell everybody a little bit about you that don't know about you.
So for those who do not know about me, I am Tiffany Marie. I am a spoken word poet here in St. Louis.
How you doing?
Memory lane now, memory lane. You chilling? How are you, Nikki?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for being a guest. So what are your thoughts about the industry, music industry, back then versus now?
Back then, artists were really artists, and they were able to shine through their talent.
What inspired you to write your first book?
I got 2 little kids, both under 2. All the cartoons they watch, as well as the books they read, was lack of black people.
Why you gotta do this to me? You're honestly all my babies, but like for me, or like I feel maybe who can I trust, because like I was really good.
How have you been able to stay motivated and stay grounded and be able to surpass all the trauma that you've been through?
Well, I am a survivor of domestic violence. I am a survivor of losing a child during pregnancy. So I've survived the miscarriage, and childbirth ain't easy. Everybody think when you have a baby, you're guaranteed to come out.
So within these damaged relationships, like, how do you handle betrayal? How can you rebuild that trust after betrayal?
For some people, it's impossible, right? Let's just be clear. I think the biggest thing with betrayal, like if we're talking about things like cheating and things like that, if you want to stay in a relationship, the person who is the offender, they really need to dig deep into why and stand on
What qualifies us to be kings is that the fact that we're not just saying it generically. We actually take care of everybody that comes underneath us, everybody that's around us, everybody that's underneath us, and we follow by, we lead by.
Oh, now wow. I started going outside when I was about in 7th grade. That was about 11, 12, because that's when I had a little more freedom.
How are you going to come out the storm? How are you going to manage through the storm?
The reason why I became a life coach. The people, they always see the glitz and the glamour. Oh, you're so positive, but remember what happened when I wasn't so positive. What was life like then? You ain't see me crying and depressed and not wanting to come out in the room and not knowing which way to go and not having a plan. Okay?
Gotta have it. So I just love connecting people, and I love, shining a light on people and letting people know how great these people are. And it just don't stop when you come across the platform.